8 phrases seasoned liars love to use. According to psychology, if you've ever been caught in a web of deceit spun by a seasoned liar, you know it can be a bewildering experience. Their use of certain phrases and tactics can leave you questioning reality and doubting your instincts. Psychologists have identified key phrases often loved by seasoned liars. It's not a conscious choice for them, but rather a manipulative tool employed to maintain their lies. Here's a closer look at the phrases seasoned liars love to use, according to psychology. Phrase number 1, I swear on my life. This is a classic tactic often used by seasoned liars. They might resort to this dramatic declaration as a final attempt to convince you of their honesty. For example, if you question an inconsistency in their story, they might reply, I swear on my life, that's exactly how it happened. The purpose of this phrase is to create a sense of urgency and desperation, aiming to make you feel guilty for doubting them. It's intended to manipulate your emotions and shift the focus away from their lie. But remember, just because they use such a serious oath doesn't necessarily mean they're telling the truth. In fact, it could indicate quite the opposite. Phrase number 2, I don't know why you don't believe me. Ironically, this is another phrase liars are fond of using. It might seem odd, but they often play the victim card to divert attention from their dishonesty. They might use this phrase to make you feel guilty for doubting them, aiming to paint themselves as the misunderstood party. The objective here is to shift the blame onto you, making you question your instincts and judgments. They're essentially trying to create doubt in your mind about your perception of reality. However, this tactic only works if you fall into their emotional trap. Recognizing it can help you stay grounded in your beliefs and not be swayed by their manipulative tactics. Phrase number 3, to be honest with you. This is a phrase that seasoned liars often use as a prefix to their lies. It's just a subtle way of convincing the listener of their honesty before they even share the information. The strange thing here is that truth tellers don't often feel the need to preface their statements with reassurances of honesty. Liars, on the other hand, use these qualifiers to sell the believability of their lies. Someone who frequently uses phrases like, to be honest or honestly, are likely liars, as they're trying to convince you of their sincerity. Therefore, hearing this phrase might be a cue to listen closely and critically to what follows. Phrase number 4, I would never lie to you. This phrase, often used by seasoned liars, is a heartfelt declaration intended to reassure and comfort. If you've been questioning their honesty, they might say this to ease your worries and restore your faith in them. It's just a statement that aims to re-establish trust by appealing directly to your emotions and shared connection. However, it's important to remember that a person's actions speak louder than their words. It's not easy dealing with dishonesty, especially from someone close to you. But knowing these common phrases can help you handle such complex situations with more understanding and less self-doubt. Trust your instincts and remember, it's okay to question when things don't add up. Phrase number 5, why would I lie about that? We've all heard this one before. When a seasoned liar is challenged, they may retort with this phrase, once again shifting the focus back onto you and away from their potential dishonesty. It's a common strategy to make you question your suspicions. After all, it seems like a fair question, right? Why would anyone lie about something seemingly unimportant or mundane? The goal here is to make their lie seem so improbable that you start to doubt your own judgment. But remember, everyone has experienced moments when something didn't quite add up. Trusting your intuition in these instances can often steer you in the right direction. Phrase number 6, trust me, I have no reason to lie. This phrase might bring back memories of a time when a friend, relative, or significant other tried to convince you of their honesty. They might have used this line when you questioned them about something that didn't feel right. The idea behind this statement is to convince you that they are acting in good faith and have no ulterior motives. It's a plea for your trust and an attempt to make their statement seem more credible. But just like the other phrases, it's often a diversion tactic used by seasoned liars. Trust is earned through actions, not just word. Phrase number 7, you're just being paranoid. When a seasoned liar is backed into a corner, they may resort to this phrase. It's a harsh accusation, designed to make you second-guess your suspicions and feel guilty for even considering that they might be lying. It's a form of gaslighting, a psychological manipulation tactic used to make victims question their reality. It's not pleasant to hear, but it's crucial to recognize it for what it is. You're not being paranoid for questioning inconsistencies or seeking the truth. Stand your ground and don't let anyone make you feel bad for protecting yourself and your peace of mind. Phrase number 8, I have nothing to hide. This is perhaps the most important phrase to remember. It's a statement often used by seasoned liars when they want to appear completely transparent and honest. However, this phrase can be a smokescreen, an attempt to convince you that there's nothing more to uncover. But remember, dishonesty is not just hiding information, it's also misleading or deceiving. The key takeaway here is this: trust your instincts, question inconsistencies, and seek truth over reassurances. We all have the right to honesty and transparency in our relationships. Don't let manipulative phrases cloud your judgment or shake your confidence in seeking what's true. Conclusion: understanding the complexity of deception is a challenging but essential part of our relationships, and it all boils down to your personal discernment and judgment. This article aims to shed light on the common phrases seasoned liars use, but ultimately, how you use this information is entirely up to you. Remember, time spent in understanding and learning is never wasted, and being truly wise means trusting your instincts and not letting manipulative phrases dictate your perception of reality.